companies that like sell DNA and like they use for some sketches.
Why are they going to use my DNA?
We are Nigerian babes. That's what we are.
Why are they going to use my DNA to do? Take it. What are you going to use it to do? Take it. They already have all my fingerprints inside all the Apple things.
That's
like,
fair.
what are you going to use? Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Peas in a Podcast. Yo, it is a very gloomy day today.
It is. It's giving London.
It actually is giving London, and we're about to enter May. What's happening?
Yes, mate.
Moya, please. We're about to enter May. Why is it looking like this?
Oh, but it's not snowing. It's not giving minus
the sun,
20.
She's not out.
Oh,
she's not
shining. I mean, she was out a little bit. It's spring. Spring is rain. Guys, I'm not, as long as it's not snowing. As long as
this was happy as long as it's not snowing.
Anything, I'm up.
She really is up. But it is a gloomy day.
Yeah.
Not only the weather, I'm actually quite tired today.
Oh, you've tried.
I've tried this week. But in this episode, we are just here to give you a little yap.
Session.
Moya and I have not seen each other in a while.
We saw him on Sunday, but
that was a while for us. Like, I'm not even talking about in person. I just mean
connected. Yeah, I mean,
it's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. But we're just here to yap, talk about what's been going on in our lives. And then we also wanted to talk about social media a little bit, because me and Moya have been having conversations about our relationships with social media. So that's something that we might talk about today. But we will see how the episode goes. It's a very light, we have our teas here. We're just here to chill with you guys, hopefully keep you companies, because that your life is not exciting without us.
Oh.
No, but for real. What is happening in your life? Tell us. What's happening in your life that's that exciting?
Leave us a comment down below. What is something happening in your life right now? If you
that is share. More exciting than listening to Peas in the Podcast.
I hope he gives us many comments. But yeah,
that's what we're going to be doing in this episode and talking about in this episode. It's just a chill one. Hopefully we keep it short, because our last 2 episodes are pretty long episodes.
Long, but
but yeah,
some funny moments there, I must say. But before we get into it, let's do screen time and headlines.
Oh my God, I knew she was gonna do this.
I need a jingle for screen time and headlines.
You don't need a jingle, because we already have a jingle that I put after in post edit.
No, that's absolutely not the jingle.
Which one?
I started.
What's that? Oh, no. Copyright, baby girl. No.
Beyonce.
But what's been going on in your life, Moya, please?
Oh my gosh.
Actually, sorry to cut you short.
Carry on.
Usually when we do screen times and headlines, I'm kind of in the know of what's been happening, or she's kind of in the know of what's been happening in our lives, just because we're actually friends. So like some of you that do podcasts are not friends with each other. Mistake.
Go ahead. Just keep talking.
But we're actually friends. I'm just being problematic today. Please. I'm just kidding. But this week we've actually not really connected. So as you guys are listening, me too. I'm actually my ears down to the ground. What's been going on with you, Moya? Tell me.
Well, a lot has been going on. Not a lot, but I'm training for my 5K race.
Yes, that is soon. I have it in my calendar.
Yeah, so by the time this drops, I think I'm like 2 weeks left to do my race.
Yeah.
Or like 1 week left till my race. And I'm very excited because I'm not a runner. Like, I don't run. I don't jog. I don't treadmill, period.
But I see Moya becoming obsessed with running.
Okay, so Tosan has been saying she sees me as someone that has a little bit of an addictive personality.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I do, okay? I think it's in the family, quite frankly. I think it's so in the family. But with this running, I was like, once I do this 5K, I'm never doing this again. But as I keep running and keep getting better, I was like, I'll sign up for 2 more this year.
So how many 5Ks do you have to run this year?
I don't have to, but I would like to run 3 this year.
What did I say?
less. I've paid for one. The second one is more like a personal 5K, and then the third one is I want to do the waterfront 5K.
Isn't that like in
10K.
October?
Yeah, it's in October.
Yeah.
That one I'm not sure if I want to do 5 or 10.
Can you
But
see?
yesterday, it's that time of the month for me as a woman, and I've chosen not to have kids. So, as God will
It's a
have
reminder
it,
every day.
as God will have it, you have to pay for your sins. So, basically, that's always a tiring moment, workout wise, anything wise, existing wise. And so I did go on the treadmill. I had to do my run, and I ran 4 point something K without stopping. And I was very proud because that's never happened before. I think the first time I ran, before it was 2 minutes, I was like, Jesus, running 2 minutes. I'm tired, man. This is not it. And now it was 30 minutes of running, no stop. It doesn't make sense to me that I can do that. But I think the first K is always oh my gosh, can this get over? And then once I hit
I've heard it's more of a mental battle, which is a lot of things with a lot of physical activity.
It really is. But I can't lie, nothing beats that freaking Stairmaster. Because even if on my worst days with running, I'm okay, that was hard, that was challenging. But the Stairmaster, that's a different beast. And I've beat it. But I have to go back on her. I haven't gone on her in a while. Anyway, what else is going on in my life? I'm reading 2 books at the same time. Which is
What's the name of the book that I think you mentioned it?
Rootless. That's coming out in our next episode.
Can I take that book from you?
You can take it from now.
I'll take it from you. Yeah.
Very good. I really liked it. But right now I'm reading, I think, in Full Picture by a Canadian author. She's called Jessica Hey, I'm going to butcher her last name. I can't remember. I think it's Carmichael, actually. Jessica Carmichael. Apologies if I butchered her name. But reading that, it's about a girl who, she's half Ghanaian, half Bajan, and she goes back to Ghana for Dirty December. And she's I think she's trying to reconnect with her family. She lost her mom, and so she's trying to reconnect with her grandma, trying to understand her mom's story. And she meets this guy that is annoying her, but it's almost a enemies to lovers, but not really enemies, because I think he likes her already. And I'm just I was blushing reading it yesterday. I was oh my gosh, I'm shy. And then I'm also reading a finance book called Psychology of Money. So I'm reading 2 different.
You know what? What do we say?
Yeah,
dichotomy.
Yeah. But what else? I'm just getting ready for summer. Hoping to leave this country soon, but there's nothing else. I'm eating a lot of potatoes, guys. This week.
Oh my God. I had fries last night, and me and Odemi talked about you. Because the fries were hitting, and we're just Moyo would love this.
No, because yesterday I had potatoes, baked Caribbean, Jamaican sweet potatoes. Yeah. I've had it back to back now, and I was I want to be a potato. It's so good.
You want to be a potato?
I love potatoes so much. I want to be a potato. It's so good. It tastes so good. Toy Story, Mr. or Mrs. Potato.
Oh God.
Give me my Mr. Potato. Yeah.
No, we're eating fries last night. We had a burrito and fries. And the fries, they were crisp, they were hot, they were salty, and we both looked at each other and was just Moyo will love this.
Because I
the
would.
fact that people eat potatoes and think about you is actually crazy.
I love it. And I'm watching Sex and the City for the first time, the show. I've watched the movies, but I've never watched the shows before. Yeah. So I'm watching the show and I'm just Carrie Bradshaw, you're gorgeous, but hello, can you get up?
Apparently she's
a
down,
pick-me.
She's down bad for a man. And apparently he's a man that doesn't really like her.
At all. And I'm just girl, this is not good.
Why are you whispering?
It's not good. Because she's too much of a baddie to do that. Yeah. But I do think everyone.
Where is it on? Is it on Disney Plus or Netflix?
Crave. Oh, I just feel there's some people not some people, but I think in someone's life you need a pick me era, maybe for 1 week. It will come one way or another. It doesn't have to be as bad as what she's doing, but there is a moment where you're just okay, but I like you though. Why don't you like me back?
Pick me, choose me,
love me, Meredith Grey. You need your Meredith Grey, Carrie Bradshaw era. It doesn't have to be for 5 years.
What? Once you have that moment,
just to fall,
and once you have that moment and you recover,
you're
just like, I will never
I
ever
would never
life
ever.
again.
You need it so that you. But there's some people that will never experience it, which is great. But I'm giving her grace. I'm in season 3, and apparently there's more to come. And I'm like,
apparently, yeah. Which is so funny because I was watching a vlog today as I was getting ready to come here to record by Tara Michelle. She's a YouTuber in Toronto, and she's been saying that she's been watching Sex and the City again. But she said she watched it when she was 20, and then now she's 31 and rewatching the entire series. And she was like, it's really formed. And she was just like, when she was 20, a lot of Carrie's mistake was just like, oh, you know what? You're young, you make mistakes. But she's like, now that she's 31, and I think Carrie on the show is like 32, 33.
Yeah, Carrie's
she's just like, oh, Carrie, sometimes like you have to wise up, girl.
Agreed.
Oh, wise up. But I've never watched it before. Maybe I will dabble sometime.
Maybe you should. Yeah.
I don't have time.
But Miss Basie B, what's going on with you?
I really feel like my 24 hours
It's turning to
2.
2 is crazy.
It's turning to maybe 18 hours. I think, the episode where I announced I got a new job is coming after this one.
After the year.
So it will seem a little misplaced for
People
y'all.
will be all right.
But I did get a new job, and I just finished my first week of the job. And man, they really are making me work for my money. They really said, oh, you thought it's just a pay increase?
They say you gotta work for
You
it.
gotta slave for it.
You better work.
And it's just been so different because my orientation week, I've been working really early hours.
Yeah.
I've been getting on the subway at 6:30.
That's
Question, if you live in Toronto, why is the subway packed at 6:30 a.m.? Where are you people going to?
People are trying to make money. Also.
Where are you people going to? Because I was just like, okay, you know what? It already sucks to wake up this early, but once I get on the subway, I'm going to get a seat. I'm going to be comfortable.
There's no seats.
No, I'm standing at 6:30 a.m. I'm just like,
congested.
I guess we all have places to be.
Congested, damn.
I'm just like, why is it so packed? And the subway opens at 6, so I'm just like, you put just first in the morning, you put out.
Pretty late for something. I feel like it should open at like 5 or 4:30. But
before then, there's bus.
Okay.
The bus is open earlier.
Fair.
But yeah, so it's just been working earlier hours, so having to be on the subway at 6:30. And I usually work out in the morning. On the days that I work out at 6:30. I'm not going to wake up earlier than that to work out.
You don't want to be like the TikTok 4 a.m. girlies?
No, I don't do
So
such.
even 3 a.m.
No.
I'm like, guys.
Why are we running? Why are we, like the nighttime? And I don't want to mess up my circadian rhythm.
Oh, okay.
So, but then the girls have been saying, okay, maybe work out after work. Sorry, once I get in, as I enter the front door, as I drop my bag, battery is 0%. I have nothing in me to go lift any freaking weight.
The duvet is on. You're like,
as I remove my shoe, I wash my face, the compressed shower, anything, enter my pajamas, I'm not standing up. So I've been falling asleep at like 8, 9.
Damn.
And then having to balance that with also, I don't know if you guys know, we did the switch in social media for Peace in the Podcast. So editing that, having to post on my lunch break. And if you schedule on Instagram will give you rubbish at the end.
Really?
If you guys know anything that we can use to schedule like social media posts, please let us know. But balancing that, editing the podcast to, I got zero in me. So that's why I've barely like seen anyone this week, and I feel like I'm having to catch up with people. But I do believe that it's just the season. I am very grateful for the job. If you listen to our first episode, you know that I said, I put this into the air. We recorded that episode in March.
Literally.
And I was like, in 2026, I want my dollars to be up. And indeed.
Period.
Indeed. You speak from my mouth to what?
God's ears.
God's ears. So
God.
I'm not going to complain.
Not working?
I am busy, but the dollars are up. So
Period.
I am very grateful for this season. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me, really. Just a lot of working and a lot of learning new stuff. Hopefully my next updates will be a little bit more exciting. But right now, I'm tired.
It should be, because we are hopefully celebrating.
Yeah, we're hopefully celebrating. And then tonight, I am going for dinner because my old job is taking me out for dinner. To be desired, man.
To be pursued.
See, even employers are whining and dining me. So you niggas, what's happening? Sorry, it escalated very quickly.
Wow. You know what? Nothing would do you.
Sorry.
Nothing do you. Because
why are you not
true.
whining and dining
Why
me? I'm
aren't you-
talking to you looking at me. I don't know who's looking at me, but whoever is there.
Whoever is there.
Come
you
on,
catch
wine and
it,
dine
catch
me.
it.
Take me out, man. My
Take me out,
employers
baby.
are. But that's what's been happening with me. Anything else interesting? Nothing. I'm not watching anything.
Okay. I'm a Nigerian babe. However, I do have Ghanaian roots somewhere.
Sorry, her sister is our producer. Tolu, is this true?
Our grandfather was born there and he went to school there and then came back to Nigeria.
So how does that give you roots?
Roots are there if you don't. There are roots in Ghana.
Talking about roots, I've always wanted to do those DNA testing that they do. Those like 23andMe.
100%.
But if it comes back 100% Nigerian, I actually will be so upset.
What do you want to have?
Because I want to have a mixture of like West Africa.
Okay, me
Like
too.
I want like a little
Togo.
Why are we going to Togo? They are close to us. They are the closest. They are our neighbors.
They're literally.
No, but like a little Senegal, a little, Benin, Benin Republic, or a little.
You don't like your 100% Nigerian?
Just give me some spice, like make me interesting. Give me, but then if there's too much inside, it means that my ancestors went through
A lot.
a lot to make that mixture. So, but I have a feeling that it will be 100% Nigeria. So that's why I've never wanted to this thing. I don't want. Imagine if I do it and then I see 15% European.
That would be shocking.
You know what? A lot of our Portuguese, what are they called? Colonizers.
Didn't
They settled in around Delta states. So maybe there's a little Portuguese in there because my language also has Portuguese heritage in some words. And even in our outfits, the hat is the Portuguese
Oh, wow.
hat.
Interesting.
So maybe I'm 100% Nigerian, I'm sure.
I want to check.
So that you can find that your Aqua side, I mean your Ghana side.
Christ.
Your Ghana side, your...
Yeah.
Do you think your grandfather, when he was there, was he a little risque?
Yes. Definitely 100%.
Risque?
You know why?
Why?
I mean, I come from, my parents come from
Polygamous.
So that's why I'm like...
My family too has some polygamy in it.
Many risque. I don't know.
I don't think I'm going to spend. It's quite expensive.
Plus, I think there's some companies that like sell DNA and like they use for some sketches.
Why are they going to use my DNA
We are Nigerian babes. That's what we are.
Why are they going to use my DNA to do? Take it. What are you going to use it to do? Take it. They already have all my fingerprints inside all the Apple things.
That's
like,
fair.
what are you going to use? Talking about social media and like just like the, I guess the advancement of technology and everything. A lot of people are usually worried about, and I think maybe I should be worried.
Like
but a lot of people are usually like, a lot of people are usually worried about like your thumbprints and like AI taking your information and everything. I'm more worried about like AI's effect on the environment. But I don't think I'm that worried about my own personal information. Except like as long as you're not defrauding me or something.
Yeah, I think where I get a little worried about like personal information is like finances.
That's what I'm saying, like fraud and like identity theft and stuff like that.
Exactly. Literally, like that's it. Because I'm like, okay, if I end up putting, like I've never put any like financial information in AI, but then I would get worried about it. And I can see why some companies don't allow their employees to use ChatGPT or like any other platform.
Did you see that news that they said Flow, the app that used to
so I have
do your
them.
period?
Did I log? I've logged this in.
I'm just like, okay, and I understand the information, but I'm just like, people were so in the uproar, like, what do you want to use my period date to do?
I'm really more like, can I at least get some cash dollars back? If you say I can sue, let me get more money back.
But I do think that I know, and I'm making it so simple. Obviously, they can use a lot of this information because then they can use the information to target marketing towards like more things and I'm not trying to downplay the effect of AI, but I'm just like, why are you taking people's period information? What are you using that to do? And why is that necessary? But do you use AI often? How often do you use? Which AI do you use? Do you do ChatGPT? Do you do Claude? Do you do... What are their names again?
Many of them. ChatGPT, Claude.
I think Microsoft has like Copilot.
Copilot, yeah, that's if you have like Microsoft 365 Office thingy. So my company finally got like
Copilot
for I don't know if for everybody, but like for our team. So it's embedded in like emails, Teams, whatever, PowerPoint, all of that. So like at work, I use Copilot, but I find Copilot to be the worst of all the three that we mentioned. So like ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot.
Why?
Because it just doesn't give me the information that I...
Oh, is it like worse as in like it's not as informative?
Informative, yeah. I think Claude is probably the best. When ChatGPT had just come out, it was like, that was the only one I had access to. So I really liked it. And the free version, nice, flowing. But now, Chatty takes the time to boot. Sometimes Chatty be like, that's all for today. I can't give you anything. I'm like, Oga, how many things have I asked you?
Can I say something? When I was in the deep of my breakup, I was talking to Chatty, not like personal things, but I'm just like, my friends have heard about this too many times.
It's never
and
too
therapy
many.
is in 3 weeks, so let's talk about it. And I think there was one day that I was asking a question about just like ways to, I can't remember what it was specifically, but like ways to, I think it was something about just reprogramming your day out of like routine with someone else. And as Charlie was giving me an answer, at one point she said, sorry, this chat, the storage is full.
It's full.
She's like, you have to either delete. I was like, is that how much I've stocked here? She was like, you either have to delete or you have to start a new chat mail. I was just like, but I find that I don't use AI as often. The one thing I use the most for is just like helping me rewrite an email or like say this better.
I can't believe we used to like rack our brains for email.
That's what worries me.
And yeah, it worries me in terms of like even the writers. Like, do they... like Substack, like Medium, all these things. God. Do people actually still write their things themselves? Like, can they write it? And
I think a lot of people still have writer's integrity.
Going into, but I can't imagine going back to school in this world.
Oh
because
my God.
I will literally be like,
do you remember when we used to write essays with pen and paper?
Can you please make this sound better? I'll give somebody to
read it. What's the proofread? Can you help me read my essay, please?
Give me, do not edit. Even
and the edit is like they will circle it and say change here, like, and you have to rewrite.
Like, and this was just not up to 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, actually more than 10 years ago.
No, like in uni, I finished in 2020.
No, I'm saying when we were writing essays in primary school and secondary school.
No, but I'm talking about like essays in uni kind of thing. And I'm just like projects, trying to figure out who is doing what you write, you research, you don't have to do your references. Like,
Now you can be like, you can put it in the paper and just like clarify, like, who wrote this paper? And can you help me write this?
Yeah, it's even
reference in MLA format. That one you have to go and Google what does that format look like and like write it yourself. But I am worried for the kids of our future because it's just like sometimes there's some months where I'm like, I've used Chatty too much. That I need to make sure that my brain is actually still working. I am glad that I work a role though, like, or my career requires a lot of brain and mental work. So I'm not too worried about like my brain becoming dormant. And like as people who like read and all this stuff, like there are other ways to keep your brain active and engaged. Yeah. But at some point, if all you do is talk to, what about that woman on TikTok that fell in love with Claude? She had a full-blown relationship with AI.
Guys, that's insane. I'm sorry.
It's on the mental scale.
It has to be.
It's definitely somewhere in DSM-5. Because actually, I don't even think DSM, they have a language for this new people that fall in love.
This is out of it. They have to go and read.
Yeah, but like, I guess I don't say I guess. It is scary.
Like I know that people that now have friends which are like Claude, Chatty, like we're giving them nicknames.
Yeah.
But we're also like you mentioned, oh, my friends have heard this so many times. Let me just go to AI and see what. And one thing about AI, if you've noticed that it's very agreeable. Like for me, when if I'm going through it and I need like, if I'm feeling my nervous system dysregulate, I'm like, okay, I need someone else's opinion that is not my friend, or like therapy is, like you said, in 3 weeks. Like I need it now, and then I put it in AI, and she's like, I understand how this feels and can make you feel blah 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 blah. But knowing that I'm a relatively good person, I cannot imagine someone who's like
bad,
terrible, like evil, has done like committed like essay, like done so many terrible things in the community.
AI understanding.
And AI is like, I understand why you might have done that. Sorry, you need to go to prison.
Yeah,
you don't need access to AI. So it's very scary in that regard. And I think the environmental aspect that you mentioned of just like,
do you know how much water it takes to power AI?
And like heat.
Yeah.
And like there are apparently data centers that generate a lot of heat, and that's where, and then it needs to cool off, and then it goes to the water. And I'm just like, this is insane.
No, it's really like, it's not just like AI technology in the sense runs a lot of our natural resources.
Yeah.
And we're depleting them at exponential speeds to be able to power all this technology, and like our iPhones and our iPads and our MacBooks, where they're being created in war zones and child labor. So there's a lot of
very touchy
humanitarian conversations to have with like technology in general. Moving away from AI a little bit, I didn't know that we wanted to talk about social media today, because I think that a lot of people have a different connection with social media.
They do.
Do you think you use social media often? What's your most
used
social media app that you use?
Probably TikTok.
Me too.
If it's not TikTok, it's Instagram. Probably TikTok. Instagram is a bit boring to me. Probably TikTok for sure. And I feel like you just have like TikTok just seems more authentic to me. Like you have people who can come on there without like makeup, versus Instagram where you have to feel like you have to look a certain way before you show up, and you can only look a certain way if it's like close friend story or whatever the case is. And even at that, there's some people that look at it differently. Like millennials treat it so differently than like Gen Zs, and versus like the younger Gen Zs.
My mommy just followed me on TikTok. And I always find it so interesting how they use like TikTok.
It's so interesting because sometimes they'll just go on live and all these aunties and they'll just be live. And you have, I'm like, what is going on here? Or like WhatsApp. Yeah. And like you can even see, like I know my parents, even the way they don't have social media, but like now, like they have WhatsApp because that's the primary way that I speak to them. But then they get a little offended when I don't post anything regarding their birthdays on WhatsApp. And I'm like, hello, this will never happen here. Like, just don't worry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, sometimes I post about it on Instagram, but you're not there. She's like, oh, really? Like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, and so it's almost like I can hear her wanting to be, like, I guess, not validated, but like wanting to show off like what she cares about on her social media. But yeah, what about you? What do you use as your
TikTok too? Oh, yeah. I use TikTok. It's really bad how much I use TikTok.
I'm just going to break.
And it's also like I've realized a lot recently how mindless sometimes it is. Yeah, because sometimes I scroll for like 20 minutes and I'm just like, I can't remember anything I just watched. Because like I'm just like next, and then you realize that you've watched almost like 50 videos.
Yeah.
And like in this blank state. But I do think that I know social media is really, a lot of people have more, the world is not parasocial, but like more detrimental connections with social media, just because, especially Instagram, I do like talk with more friends in general. I was actually having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and she's like, I think I need to delete my Instagram. And I find that so interesting because I'm recently, so Moya, we were looking at something through my Instagram, and then we realized that for the past year, I've hidden my story from my entire Instagram following except like 10 people or like 15 people, and I did not know, like, this is not something that I did intentionally. It's not like, oh, I don't want people to see my story. I find that, I don't know, like, Instagram is the app that I'm the most detached from. Like, I start from my friends' stories, and like when I go to Instagram, I type in Moyo, I watch a story. I type in Tolu, I watch a story. I type in Odemi, I watch a story. I don't sit down tapping through stories. I don't watch people's stories like that. I can't remember the last time I've gone through my Instagram feed.
Wow.
I don't go through that. I literally just go, I post, I share my story, I disappear.
I'm screaming.
And I'm just like, sometimes I wonder, why am I still using this app? Because I'm not engaging with people on this app. I don't have any ongoing conversations that are happening on Instagram. The Instagram that I find myself scrolling through the most is actually Peas in the Podcast Instagram. I scroll through our feed sometimes just to see like what people are posting and everything. But I just realized, like, even compared to my sister, like, I realized that I use Instagram so much more differently than a lot of people. Because I do know a lot of people. Instagram is the app that I find that a lot of people feel the pressure to perform on, versus TikTok. A lot of people tend to feel comfortable showing up in their most casual self.
I agree.
But what were you gonna say?
No, I agree. I feel like Instagram is very performative, and it's very like there are the likes, there are the comments, and you have that on TikTok as well. But like Instagram now, whatever you post or whatever you like, other people can now see. And that was the original concept with Insta. Well, not concept, but like that feature had happened in the past where you could see what other people were liking. But now that they brought it back, I'm like, okay, why you
do my business?
And now I've seen my friends, like, where I send like funny things to, they'll send it to me. And I'm like, how come you do not like this? I can't like it before people know that I'm liking this kind of thing. Or you see some people, or you see funny videos where people are like, seeing some people's likes that you wouldn't expect that they would like certain things. You're like, so you're liking this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. And I feel like Instagram is also the place where I have long time like followers.
Monitoring spirits.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to call them that. Oh my God. I need
to. You know what's fair?
This episode, sorry, I'm tired, guys. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Spirit is crazy.
And my mouth is just running today. I didn't mean to say that
that's what you meant.
I didn't mean to say that the people that are your long-term friends, I don't mean to say that they are monitoring spirits.
I don't call them friends.
Your long-term followers and connections.
I think connections is what it is.
God save me.
Like, you have people from like, I have people from like primary school. I have people that like neighbors.
Sorry, why do we feel
the
pressure to still follow each other?
That's my question. Like, in my head, I'm like, why am I trying to be cordial on this like fake world that I have created? And one thing I've been thinking about recently is just like my social media ecosystem and what pisses me like it's the one thing I can create.
Yeah.
Why do I want to keep people that I don't care for there? And what is the need to keep them there?
And I think sometimes it's also the pressure that people take an offense to. Like, if I unfollow you, you're just like, okay,
you think you hate me. Exactly. And that's not the thing. Because right now, I'm currently thinking of unfollowing, or like removing, or like unfollowing and removing. Because I do it like
so much better. Moyo, which they are talking to, I should just like, I remove these 3 people from same.
I'm just like, I even remove from my. I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, especially when I barely know you or even like your contents. Get off. Or sometimes I will just see some people and I'm like, who is this? I'll just go mute, or I'll go and like unfollow and remove.
But the fact that you have to mute or like restrict because like there is a pressure of like,
just like,
if I unfollow you,
like
then
it's
it
a
seems
problem.
like I'm a
you know what?
person.
Remember back in the day when people when they'll comment follow back for follow back? That's what has caused this problem.
Because now we're all following each other.
Exactly. Like they'll follow you and they'll literally comment in the public, follow back, follow, and I'm just like,
well, it's because there was also like status.
With
in society of like how much people you had following.
The more followers you had, the better it is. And I'm like, why? Like,
when I see people who are
that
not,
you know,
when I see people who are not like, unless you do social media for a career where you need those statistics. When I see like just, I don't want to say plain Jane, but like just people like us in society, regular Joe, and they have like 8K followers. I'm just like, there is no way you engage with 8,000 people daily. And especially if you don't do it for work, or if you're not doing it for you're not doing it for, what's the other reason why people will have, like, would need to grow such a following? Like, either for work, like being a content creator or being an influencer, or somebody of influence, or somebody that needs to sell products to people, or like businesses and stuff like that. I'm just like, following random 8K people that you don't talk to, you don't speak to.
Like, they are following, they don't even have them following them back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cringe. Like,
I'm just
why?
like,
I think it's a thing of like, they are the monetary spirit for those other people.
because there's just an idea of like, you just want to, the idea of keeping tabs. It's just like, I want to be seeing what's going on in your life. And that's why I feel like maybe that's why I use Instagram greatly, because I don't watch, like, if I don't engage with you, and we don't have to be the closest of friends, but if I don't engage with you periodically in like real life, I don't watch anything that you post. That's
interesting. Like, for me, so how you mentioned you watch specific people's stories, I don't. So before, I used to like, not even before, currently, I'll just go, the first story that's available, I tap and it keeps going. Like, I decide if I want to exit out and go to the next. But I want to be more conscious of like, let me tap this person, but it's too much work, and it makes me feel like that's a part of doom scrolling. Like, doom scrolling is not work. You just kind of like engage. Or like, you see someone's story that you like, and the person that, you know, you feel, you don't really talk, but you guys are cool. Like, you say happy birthday here and there. I feel like I like seeing those people's stories. And before I now get to if I keep scrolling through all the different stories available, I'm just like, this is too much work. So I'll just leave the app. So maybe I need to create more work for myself.
Just like, it's also just being more intentional with like, what
you consume. But the people that follow so many people, I'm just like, why are you doing this? Or like random, not shade to men, but there are some men that will start
following random
models. I'm like, hello. I have a question.
Yeah.
On social media, if you were to be engaged, married, kids, all the, you know, settled down, would you post on social media?
I think it depends.
# privacy, #, you know, the privacy
like,
warriors.
That's the thing, like, I think it depends, because I don't think I think too much
about what people think.
Not about what people think. I don't preemptively think too much about it. Like, I'm just like, all the times that I've posted something, it's just always, I see something in the moment, and I'm just like, I want to post this, and I post it. Yeah. And so I'm just like, if I get engaged, there is a chance that I might feel it in the moment and just be like, I want to post it. But there's a chance that like, okay, maybe I might wait. I don't want to share yet. I just think like, with my personal social media account, now with Peace in the Podcast is different. I don't strategize on like, okay, this is the rule of what I have to do. And this, I'm just like, I'm feeling the moment. With children though, I do think I will not post.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I think
that's the big one in my head.
And I will never post a nigga before I'm married. So. Sorry.
Now I gotta censor all these things on YouTube when I'm editing.
Sorry, I need to stop. No, I will never post a man before.
Nothing do you.
I'm married.
Why?
That what happened? Why are you here?
We get a day like,
you know when you look at somebody this and you say, why is a man here?
No fair.
What's he doing here?
We gotta. But that's the thing. I feel like there's sometimes that in the black community,
they say you should post it so that you know that if it's with other
people. In the black community, they are cutting off his head. God, they are putting emojis.
Guys,
they are blurring the faces out.
Can we stop?
They're putting love emojis.
Because it's the idea. Because then just don't post it. It's the idea that you want people
to know that you're in a relationship, or
it's
like
because it gives you status in society. They're like, oh no, I'm not like you single girls.
But then it's so funny because the status on social media does not exist. Like, it's a fake. Like, do you understand what I mean?
It's not so.
It's not real. Like, it's so parasocial. Like, it's not, like, nobody, and I get it though, because there are some people that do look at your Instagram before they engage with you. Like, they want to size you up.
Yeah, size you
because
up.
I've seen guys who would come up to me like, whatever, and they're like, oh, can I get your Instagram? I'm
because they want to look at, they want to size you up before.
But you can't see me.
You can real life.
Flesh. Live and direct. Why can't you just, I don't understand. because in my head I can never understand that because I don't look at somebody's Instagram and be like, oh, like I'm not gonna follow. Like, do I look at Instagram and get interested or something like that? Absolutely. But like at the same time, it's not before like if I've seen them in person.
Sorry,
it doesn't make sense for me to look at Instagram to validate my experience. Does that make sense?
I agree.
But what do you think social media will look like in the future?
I don't know.
AI, are you scared of anything? Me, I'm scared though.
The what?
Of the jobs. Being in corporate is really big in the corporate field right now. Everybody, people are getting laid off like crazy in like big tech companies where they have AI automating a lot of the processes. So that is something that I'm scared of.
I do know that a lot of people in my life are scared of.
Yeah, I'm not scared of it taking my job because my job is very like people focused. However, it will like automate a lot of the processes in my job. So like now, like I'm not in recruitment anymore, but that's still a part of my job. And I can imagine like you can't have AI call. You can. There's some people that will, but people don't want to have a robot talking to. People don't even like talking to chatbots online. With the job application process, they've now included all these AI functions in different like job boards, but then they don't like it because it's also not intuitive. It's not. You need to train AI. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting too deep into it, but I feel like the time where we see AI take jobs, although it's taking a few jobs, quite a few jobs right now, I think where it really like takes up a lot of jobs is still very far. Maybe like in the next 10 years. I don't think it'll happen like in the next year because a lot of companies are just trying to grasp it, but then I think it's also the big ones that are grasping it. I don't think the smaller companies are trying to incorporate it yet. Anyway, and I don't think you take jobs like, it won't take the trades, that's for sure.
It definitely will not take
the buses will still be driven.
Yeah.
You can't tell me there's going to be a Tesla bus.
Yeah.
The government can't afford that. No.
So like, yeah, it won't take the trades. And I think that is definitely a worry. I think as a healthcare provider though, like I also don't share in a lot of that fear because like unless people want an AI to choke you your needle, sure.
Ow.
Let them figure out a robot to give you your shots.
Ouchie.
Sure. But I do think though, is we're just at the tip of the iceberg of what AI can do. And so it'll be interesting to see how that evolves over the next couple of years.
It'll be interesting to see how TikTok evolves. Like the big apps right now, like Instagram and TikTok, because I've seen how Instagram has evolved. Like we literally started with Instagram and Facebook. Like seeing how Facebook is...
And I had the tail end of MySpace. Yeah.
Wow.
And then when we did not have FaceTime, we're Skyping each other.
Skype, hello. So like it's so crazy. Like now it's so crazy. Like BBM. But yeah, those are my thoughts with social media, AI. I hope we all don't have AI relationships. I really think that the world,
you do need to keep guardrails.
Like it's just set up in a way where it wants you to be isolated, and especially the Western like life, it's very easy to order that Uber when you like need to go somewhere versus asking for a ride. It's very easy to like lean on yourself in a way, and I think AI is a big part of that, of just let me lean on myself, let her tell me what I can journal about, or explain this, why did I do this, like how can I be better. And it's just like, no, like you need people, you need to mess up,
you need your community, you need people. AI does not replace personal relationships. And we have heard a lot of, especially young people, lose their lives due to AI. So make sure that, according to the Bible, guard your heart, put guardrails with how you engage with AI. Make sure that you're still using your brain to
read a book.
There is a reason why, the major reason why AI will never beat the human brain is because the human brain is the most complex and the most beautifully designed computer system. And the people who invented AI are humans. So our brains, even in medicine, like we don't even know a fraction of the capacity of what the brain can do. It is the most studied and yet like most studied organ, but also the one that we have the least information of its full capacity. So your brain is amazing. So make sure that you're using it, and then don't let AI take your friendships and your relationships
Also,
away.
yep. Hard agree.
Let us know what apps you use the most. Are
Yes,
you a doom
please.
scroller? Are you someone who has
You don't even care.
you don't care? Are you someone? Is there an app that we've not mentioned that? Because I do know that some of you here you put do Snapchat.
You guys know how I feel about Snapchat.
But you know what?
I won't
Based
have that
on
again.
content creators, apparently Snapchat pays the most.
No. Don't get me wrong. The people I don't like using Snapchat are the men that use Snapchat.
We need to stop saying this.
However,
People are making money on there, man.
no, big
dollars.
The people that are making money, if you're not using if you're a guy that are using social media and you're making big dollars, you know what? Carry on. If you're using it to just keep it strict. Come on, if you don't get that from our front.
But let us know what social media app you use the most.
Yes, please.
Let us know what your relationship with social media is like. If you are not interested in any of the things that we talk about today, let us know what's going on in your life. Like I said,
that's interesting.
Anything that's a little bit more interesting, I hope is not more interesting than listening to Peace in the podcast. But let us know what's going on in your life. Let us know if you use AI often. What do you use AI for? I'm interested in what people use AI for.
Yeah.
Do you use it at work? Do you use it more personally? What kind of AI? Are you a Claude? Are you a Johnny? I don't know if there's a Johnny.
I was like, is there a Johnny?
I'm just calling different names.
Before.
But let us know. Are you a chatty? Are you a Copilot user? Let us know what you use AI for. Let us know if you have any personal experiences of AI taking your role. I know that might be a sad experience, but I do want to know like how people are transitioning with losing jobs.
Yeah.
Or are you someone who uses AI specifically? Like AI is very important for your role,
Like
and how it's helped kind of alleviate some of the stress in your role to like the benefits of using AI in your role.
Yeah.
Let us know. AI.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's very interesting to see how we've evolved. I wonder if like our parents' generation know and use AI. Like you don't even have faith in them.
Mr. Tosi, you're watching. Tell us in the comments. My dad is always watching. Let us know in the comments, Dan, if you use AI and what you use it for, or if you use social media.
Yeah,
because he's always saying, any updates on the podcast? I know you put post on Instagram, but I'm not there. So, Daddy, tell us what you use AI for and what social media
I would
you
truly
use.
like to know what the older generation think about AI and social media. But, well, where can they find us? You can find us on YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube. I'm not going to stop saying YouTube because we need you guys to subscribe and look at our beautiful faces.
Yes.
So make sure you subscribe on YouTube at Peas in a Podcast. There are a few accounts that are there, but if you keep scrolling, you find us. But it's also going to be in the show notes if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere that you find your podcast. And to that, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts at Peas in a Podcast. That one, we are up there. You see us right off. You see our beautiful faces and a green background. Make sure you subscribe. You follow, you leave a comment, you leave a review, you leave everything 5 stars, nothing less. Thank you. Okay. And then make sure you follow us on Instagram at peasinapodcast.tm and TikTok at peasinA.podcast, and just engage with our content. We put a lot of work into what we do. So it really helps us when you engage, and it makes us know what you like to see. So if there's any topic that you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. Feel free to send us a DM, send us an email. We'll always be, or anyone you'd like us to, have a podcast with, like as a guest, let us know as well. But
disclaimer, I did know that we talked about a lot of the negative effects of social media and AI, but we do understand that these things were created because they're also a way for people to reach out to people that they've never and connect.
Yeah.
It's a way that you guys connect with us. So we don't think social media and AI is a bad thing, but
we laugh.
We laugh on here. We use social media a lot, and we're also on these platforms that we're talking about, putting our podcast to you.
Yeah.
We just think that with every good thing, too much of everything is not too good. So
Agreed.
there should always be guardrails. But yeah, like Moya said, follow us on all those platforms. Engage with us, because social media is an amazing place for us to grow this beautiful community. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. Love and light.
Peace out.
Love y'all. And I apologize for my razness today. Thank you.
Nothing to be about.
Bye.
Bye.